Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the next Bentley David Tutors video. Today I'll be talking about trigonometry at a Year 9 level, and that's a very basic Year 9 level because we don't want it to be too long. And by basic I mean that even Jeremy can understand this, so hopefully it does teach you something or remind you of something you've already learned. If you enjoy it, like, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be plenty of maths videos coming out, and I thought I'd tell you now that you can just pick and choose between which ones you need to study for. We definitely don't expect you to watch all of them, but we recommend you do because otherwise you fail. I do have a pre-prepared statement that I will be reading out in regards to my last video. So I just thought I'd tell everyone that I am not in any danger. I am at Jeremy's house on my own free will. I do need help.
Right, that's not the line.
Sorry, I don't need help. And if you sent help, you'd be wasting your time. So I just apologize for my immaturity in that last video. That's just, that was really quite immature. So I'll get into it. So, trigonometry at a very basic level. So we'll start with the three trig ratios. So there is sine, cos, and tan. So the term I use to remember it is so, ka, toa. I said that very slowly, which Jeremy doesn't like, but I thought it'd be easy to do that in order to explain it properly to people who may not know. So it stands for sine, and there you need the opposite measurement and the hypotenuse measurement. Next we've got ka, so that's for cos, and you need the adjacent measurement and the hypotenuse measurement. And finally there is t for tan, which there you need the opposite measurement over the adjacent measurement. So in a right angled triangle, the sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse, cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. So the first thing we're looking at is finding a side in a right angled triangle. So as you can see in the example we've got on screen, there is an x, 67 degrees, and a 13 measurement on the hypotenuse. So the first step is the easiest way to do it, and to make it easy to remember which ratio means which, is to write out what ratio you're going to be using. So for this one, it's sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse, or op over hyp. After that, you want to substitute your measurements in. So it becomes sine 67 degrees equals x over 13. And then you want to rearrange and evaluate to get your final answer, which is x equals 13 sine 67. In a test, you can leave the answer as that, or you could also put that in a calculator and solve it, but either one is fine. Another example, as you can see on screen, different measurements. We've got the x on the hypotenuse, again 67 as the angle, and 5 in a different spot this time. So because we have the adjacent measurement and the hypotenuse measurement, this is the cos, so cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse, then cos 67 equals 5 over x cos 67 equals 5, and x equals 5 cos 67, 5 over cos 67. The next section is finding an angle in a triangle. So as you can see, again, we've got two measurements, 8 and then 6, and we've got the theta in the top left corner. I didn't say before, but the way you figure out which is the opposite is the one which is opposite to the theta or the angle in the triangle. The adjacent is the one which the angle is touching or adjacent to, which isn't the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is just the longer side in a right angle triangle, which is opposite the right angle. So for the example up here, it is tan theta equals op over adjacent, and then tan theta equals 6 over 8, and then you have to rearrange that again, so it's theta equals tan minus 1, and then bracket 6 over 8 bracket. And then to do that on a calculator, you use the shift button and then press tan, and that will give you the tan minus 1 option, and that's how you'll be able to evaluate that answer. The last part of this video is about the angle of elevation and depression. This is quite simple. In a test, you'd see this in a classic example of a man leaning over a bridge, looking down at a boat. You'll get a measurement for how high the bridge is, how far the edge is, how far the edge is from the boat, or how far the line of sight is from the person to the boat. And then from there, it'll ask you to find the theta of one of those angles. And then the angle of elevation is the exact same as the angle of depression. So if it asks you to find one or the other, and you find the other one is just the same as the first one, because that makes a lot of sense. That is all in the basic trigonometry video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and again, keep an eye out for many more videos to come. We've got plenty to make and have been made. Thank you.